Are you looking for digital marketing and sales automation expert to grow your sales and make business profitable?
Good morning everyone. This is Janhavi Deshmukh from Ramanora Global. I'm extremely happy to announce you today is the launch of LeadCon 3.0. This update is based on feedback of esteemed customers. And I'm happy to share you that we are adding 20 plus new features specially designed for you. The version is much more lighter, faster and secure. Now let's check out the new features one by one.
Welcome to the step-by-step view of the new features that we are here to launch. So I'm going to start by the main screen. So now if you go onto the main screen, you can see there are few new updates that we have given. The filter, the lead status filter has now changed to today's day. The idea is that most of the times we tend to forget the reminders that we have set for the day, and in the earlier versions you had to go inside a certain list. But now what we have done is we have given all that data at one place. As you can see, everything is 0 right now. So the reason why is I'm going to start from scratch. I am going to go and load a certain data list and then we'll jump in. So for example, if I load a list for FB leads, okay, so there are 4 leads here right now. For the top lead, I'm going to set up an alarm. So I go to update status and I'm gonna set up a callback reminder which says callback. I'm gonna set call reminder to today's day, time being 4:30. Okay, I click on set reminder, done. The pop-up is once it's added, you can see all the notes here. It also says data submitted successfully. So the addition is complete. Now if I go back to the main screen and if we click on today's day, now you can see the lead has been the data has been loaded, and now you can see one reminder, and this is the reminder for the Vijay More lead that we just added. So you can also see the reminder time here. The another element as we are here is now we are tagging these leads on the basis of duplicates and as well as shared. So right now, as you can see, it says that this lead is duplicate. So if you go to the section of Vijay More and you go to the section under the detail section, you can see it says duplicate with, it gives you the name. So this name, Prasad Ganpule and Prasad ji, are basically the salesman details who might be having the duplicate lead which is right now being seen. Okay, and now again I'll come back to the main screen as we are going from there. At the same time, you have all the other lead data which is available. The other element that now has been added is basically the shared lead data. So on the main screen again, next to the today's reminders or today's day data, you can see shared leads. So this section is basically given when someone else shares lead with you. So all those leads that are being shared by your team members now can be seen under the shared lead section. So if you click on the lead, so you can see that who has shared this lead. So let me just give you an idea that now here is the format that this lead is shared by Vidya to Prasad Ganpule. Okay, so this is the reason why this lead is being seen under the shared lead section. Okay, so if you go back, and you can also see below we have again given the data of shared lead data shared with whom all. So in a similar fashion, if it is already duplicate and shared with someone, it will also show you the same data here. So shared lead with and duplicate with are the 2 parameters that we are now showing you. So these tags have now been added. On the main screen, the other element that you can now see is basically the report section. Okay, so now each and every sales team member now knows his own reports or his own data. So if I click on reports, it will load and it's a real-time data. Okay, so as you can see, it's all in under zeros, but here you can see lead progressed is 1 because we updated data into one list. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to do a call, turn it call successful, okay, and we are going to do the other parameters while I explain, and then we'll come back again to this report section to see how the updates have happened. I go back to the lead data. We'll go to the section which we just loaded. I go to the same lead, okay. Now on this page there are a few more additions that we have done, such as earlier we had meeting invites and navigation in two different tabs. Now we have combined them, and now not only are you in a position to send meeting invites or add the details of the customer under navigation with their Google pin, but now we have also added check-in and check-out. So whenever you or your sales team members are visiting a customers, so they can simply, and the meeting is about to begin, so the customer can check in. Of course, there is a permission that needs to be allowed, which is your GPS locations. Once you click on meetings, okay, and you can check that also, okay. So if you are in a position to see that the GPS, whether the GPS is started or not. So from your window, you can see it says GPS. Can you see here the blue one? That is the one, okay. We'll go back again to the lead. I go to Vijay Mori's lead again. I go to meetings. If I click on check-in, and now you can see it says you are checked in. So the idea is, after the check-in is complete, under the customer story you can actually see that I have checked in, and it also gives you the Google pin details. So if tomorrow another sales team member is supposed to go and visit the same customer, then in that case this Google pin of their previous meeting is readily available in the customer story, okay. So I'm just showing you on Google Maps how it happens, although the place where I am sitting also is where I have checked in. As a result, both the things will be at one place, but I hope you got the point. Just like we checked in, let's say after the meeting, we have, so while you are in the meeting, if you go under the meeting section, so you can, as I said, send meeting invite, navigate to customer, check in. Now you are in the meeting. So under the section of update status, next to set call reminder, you can see there is one section called as like forms, okay. So if you click on it, these are basically the different set of forms that you can add, out of which one could be your meeting form. So the meeting form for your line of business, for example, if I want to fill up a real estate form, like if it's about real estate, this is the step-by-step form which can be added for a certain user. So while you go and meet the customer, you can go and update these details, that what they are looking at, in what format they are looking at, so on and so forth. If you have some additional information, you can mention it. Once done, click on submit. The beauty is here also we have added your section of sending a meeting invite. So I can also do that. I can send a meeting invite, minutes of meeting via email, SMS, WhatsApp. So I can also do that. As of now, I'm just going to click on cancel, and you can see here all the data of the form is now in your notes, and you can simply click on done. The data is updated. The same data is now available under the section of details section. So if you go below, there is a detail sections that we have offered. If you refresh that detail section, and you can see the new form. So if you go and meet the customer, you can add multiple meeting forms when the form is updated. Not only the previous details of the leads are available in the detail section now, but we have also added the section of the form that you have filled of the meeting. So even the meeting forms are now available under the details section. Then going further, as I said, so after the meeting happened, and you can again go on meetings, and you can click on checkout. So sometimes it so happens that if the GPS is not correct, or if it doesn't pick up the location, it will ask you to try again, but only pick up the checkout. The same checkout is also the same link with Google Maps link is available in the customer story. Then briefcase. Earlier we used to only offer you briefcase where you can only show files, but now in the briefcase section we have also given you a facility to share the briefcase directly from the application. So if I want to share something about this small button here in the corner, I click on it, I click on share via SMS, for example, I choose the number, the message is open, the whole message with the link is ready. Once I click on it, the message is on its way being delivered to the customer. If we come back to our application, another element now that we are adding under customer story, that even when you share this file with someone, even that is being added here. So why have we done that? Is because when you are having a communication with the customer, there are times when the customer, अरे मेरे को मिला ही नहीं, अरे आपने कहाँ भेजा था? And in such cases, we want you to know that, how you had sent this file and or which file had you sent. So we are not only giving you just the link, but we are also ensuring that you have the link along with the details of how you had sent it. Okay. We come back. Then we have also added the facility now, as I said, of share lead. So earlier when you used to share lead with details, you used to go as a individual lead. But now when you click on share lead with details, the lead is shared. So another element is you can only select one user. Now if I select this person, I click on share lead, the lead has been shared successfully, and you can see here under the section of customer story, it is mentioned that this lead is shared by Prasad G to Prasad Ganpur to Prasad G. Another element that now we are going to do is, as soon as I share, so I received a notification just the normal way. But when I go there, what we are going to do now is I'm going to show how this shared lead now functions. Wherever the lead is shared at that same page, you can now see updates and gradual updates. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to access the other account on which the lead has been shared as we speak. So I'm doing it real time so that you would know. Going to get started. I'll go to the list in which I have received the data. Okay, and on the top you can see the lead that has been shared. So in the current scenario, you can see it says quote sales and call status is empty. On the lead that I've received as a shared lead, I go to update status. I change the lead status to say negotiations. I change the call status to call successful. I add some notes and I click on done. So the data has been submitted from here successfully. And that's the new update, that now we have added individual lead refresh, so that you don't need to refresh the list data, always. Now we have added data here. This is the lead through which it was shared. I click on a refresh lead, and now you can see it has now changed from earlier it was quote to now it has changed to negotiations and call successful. At the same time, what you can see is there is a new update here which was done by Prasad Ganpur. Plus, we have also given you data of refreshing the customer story. So you can also refresh the customer story as and when required. Okay. Then we come back after the share lead is done. Then you have got create quote. The beauty of adding quotations now is that we have added individual taxes. So now you can add your taxes directly to the products. But the most important factor is now we offer you a special version where you can literally add to cart and you can give product wise discount. In the earlier versions, there was only a standard discount, a global discount that you could offer. But now we have given you a facility where you can add product wise discount. This discount is also given in two formats. One is percentage discount. So in case you want to give, ठीक है चलो sir मैं आपको 10% free देता हूँ या whatever it is. And also the flat discount. So flat discount is like, okay, chalo, 1,000 rupees off or 5,000 rupees off. So you can also do that. So right now I'm going to do one with 10%. You can see the numbers have changed here now. I'm going to go back to the card. I'm going to add one more product here. For example, again 5. I go to cart. So you can see on the top, the cart is ready. And here I'm going to give a flat discount, which is, for example, 5,000 rupees. You can again see the changes that have taken place. I click on continue. We are on the last page. Now here also we have given you all the different sets of products, their pricing, the tax that is calculated, their discount, everything at one place. Here you choose the date and time. In case you want to add a note, you can add a special note that delivery against advance. Example. Okay. I've added the note. Then in case you want to add shipping, you can also add shipping. So we have given you a facility of adding shipping charges. So I'm going to say 1000 rupees of shipping charges. And you can see below all the parameters are now mentioned at one place. The other new update, I mean the benefit of this new update is that you can now add even the currency. So earlier your products, you need to mention it in the terms and conditions. Now we have done it that you can add a certain currency to all the quotations that you're sending. So in case you are selling somewhere in some other country, you are exporting something or importing something, in whatever cases, you can now create a quotation on the basis of the currency. So if I click on view quote, okay, so you can see the quote is opening just like the previous version, of course, but now here you can see all the data is given, right from the subtotal, the discount, the tax amount, the shipping amount, and the final total, and also the amount in which it is given. Okay, everything else remains the same. If I go back to the application, cancel, if I go back. Now the other element that I would say that this data is also being seen or can be seen under the customer story. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back. I'm going to refresh lead data. So once I refresh the lead, all the data is now updated or it's in front of us. Okay. Yeah. So another element, as I said, if we wish to share the quotations, as we haven't shared the code, that's why the code didn't see, but you can now go to the quotations list, click on send quote, say via SMS, or let's say send quote via email. I choose the email ID. In this, there is only one email ID that in this device, especially, there is only one email ID which is synced. But in your case, you can now also add Zoho and even Outlook emails to send your emails. Okay, so you can also do that. So you can see here all the data is at one place. I click on send. My quotation is on its way. If I go back, and now you can see under the customer story, we have also added the section of the quotation link. So even that data is now at one place. Okay, so if tomorrow you want to check that out, you can also check that out. Then import, of course, you know how it works, that you can add the data into your contacts. Now with the new version, we have also added create pro forma invoices. So earlier you were only in a position to create quotations, but now you can also create pro forma invoices. The concept or the way it works is the same. I can either choose taxes inclusive in the product cost, or you can also keep it exclusive. So it's all up to you. So you are in much more power. The element is now if you go to the cart, the earlier products that we had used in the quotation are already available here with the discounts, with all the elements. So if you want to just turn that quotation into a pro forma invoice, you can just simply go and do it in the same way that we did it. Thanks for the payment in advance. I'm just writing this in the note. Okay. Similar fashion, you are able to see all the different details. Remember, while we were creating this, we had chosen that no tax, and that's why the tax here is 0, because we had chosen that do not include tax. After that, I click on terms and conditions. I can choose whether I want to see the final price. And now here another element, you can see that the currency that we had earlier chosen was rupees, hence you can see the selected currency is rupees. If you wish to change it, you can change it again. But now when I create it, it will be created on the basis of the previous currency that was selected. So if I again choose SMS or email or WhatsApp, okay, you can see here the message is on its way. If I click on this link, it's now opening the pro forma invoice. So we have also designed the so just like the quotations, we have also designed the pro forma invoice. We have consulted the best CAs which are available, and they have guided us in building this this whole tool. So you can see there was no tax. So under that section here, you can only see the subtotal, the discount, and the final price, as there was no tax. So depending on what you choose, those elements will be seen here. Okay, I'll go back to our application. We'll go back to the main screen. Okay, and now you can see even in the customer story, the data of pro forma invoice is updated. Okay, so even the pro forma invoice, how it was sent, everything is at one place again. So the quotations and the pro forma invoice now can be seen at one place. Then auto connect as you know is already there, so you can see the quote list and the pro forma invoice is there. Auto connect, you can go and activate it directly on the basis of date and days. So I can simply click on this, choose OK, activate it successfully. I click on OK, I come back and it's on. So this was the part of on this page, but now there's a special update that we have for you, and that update is of WhatsApp. With this new version, you are in a position also to send messages via business WhatsApp. So now if you go to WhatsApp, the first question it asks you is, how would you like to send your WhatsApp messages? Via WhatsApp personal or via WhatsApp business? So I'm going to choose WhatsApp business. It was on demand. So I choose again WhatsApp. I choose a template just like we had done in the previous versions. I choose one element, one template for it. Number is chosen. Okay, so this number doesn't seem to be on WhatsApp. So what we are going to do is we're just going to go and edit the lead and add a number which is available. Okay, so I just updated the number which is available on WhatsApp basically. Go to WhatsApp. Another element that we have added now is that we give you the recent templates. So you don't have to now go scroll and search. Whatever the previous template that you had sent is now available under the recent template. So I can just simply choose the same template, choose the number, and we are in WhatsApp directly on the person's message with all the details, right? I just have to press send. Now here, there is no other data, that's why it says this, but in a similar fashion, you will know how it works. I come back to the main page. Okay. Now we'll go to again, if I go to the main line and if we again plan to go in 12 in, the other element that I would like to share it is now we are offering something called as the auto dialer. The auto dialer is one of a kind tool which is designed to ensure that you do not waste time in the shuffling of the leads or shuffling of the lists. Each and every data is in front of you and each and every element is in front of you for you to connect with the customer. How does it work? And on the right hand side corner, you can see, it says in a drop box auto dialer. You choose auto dialer. I choose the lead, and on the lead, while we are here, I now have the facility to directly call, email, SMS, WhatsApp. Once my part is complete, I can just simply click on next, and you can see here the lead has changed. So if I want to send back-to-back messages to the customer, okay, so let's check that out. This is on the first lead, Vijay More's lead. I tend to send WhatsApp. I choose the template, one template that I wish to send. Send. I go back, 2 ends back. Next, we are on the next lead. Again, I choose WhatsApp, choose a template, choose the number on which I want to send the WhatsApp. Again, and these number is not there on WhatsApp though, but again, I click on next, choose the template, choose the number. We are on WhatsApp. So what I'm trying to say here is that literally within few seconds, you are able to move from one lead to another, and you can keep on sending maybe the WhatsApp message, you want to send personalized emails, you want to call, and so on and so forth. The best part of how it can be best used is that if you go to the leads, okay, I'm going to end the dialer here. Okay. If I take you on the main page under the section of today's day, you can see, okay, what we are going to do is I'm going to load another list here. Okay. This lead is loading. Okay, this is the new update again. Earlier, every time you used to load, you had to pull down to refresh and so on and so forth. But now we have given you one loader which basically starts loading the data as soon as you hit on load, and it will load in the sets of 100, so that there is no pressure neither on the phone, neither on the system or your internet connection. Even if the internet connection goes off midway, still it will start loading the leads directly from the time where you have left it. Okay, so I'm here and okay, so this is the new update again of filter. Earlier you only had the filter of lead status, but now we have given you a filter of lead status, call status, and even the shared leads that have been shared with you. So if I click on lead status, okay, you can see all the different data. Now if it is, you know, that day, that part of the month when you want to close sales and you want to concentrate more on the people whom you have sent quotes, so from the filter you click on quote, and you can see all the data here is now filtered as per quote. I click on auto dialer, I choose Mr. Ravish Chandrasekhar. Here is the data. If I want to call them, call, okay, this is another element that we have now added, which is basically you can add up to your lock screen, okay, so that you know you allow these permissions. In the new version of Android, it does not come on its own, but now that's why we have given it to you here, so that irrespective of anything, the calls can go through directly. And this is the one time, I mean, this you have to allow these permissions one time. I click on call, I choose the number, the call starts, I disconnect. As soon as I disconnect, you can see that the set reminder page is updated, and we can go and update the data. I'm not updating anything here right now. I click on next, and we are on the next lead. I again click on call, choose the number, put the data, done, next. Okay, as I said, the most important factor here, what I want to say is that all these leads are under quotations. Okay, so you are in a position to do the calls related to a certain lead status only. You do not have to shuffle between or search and then filter and then do it. Everything at one place you are in a position to do. Okay, we go back. Okay, we'll go to the main screen. Okay, if I go here, okay, and if you wish to, again, as I said, the auto dialer basically works on the lead status filter. I mean, once you can either filter the leads or from the corner start from scratch for everyone. So you're in a position to do both of those things. Okay, then okay, now that we have added this data, okay, let's check out the reports. So if you go to the report section, and now you can see it says 2 calls, 1 meeting, 1 quotation. It is giving you the quotation value, and the leads progress now is 2. Okay, so all the data that I just did has been updated real time, and that's the core important element. Okay, so that is another. Then we come to the calendar. So on the calendar, we have now added an autoresponder, so it automatically loads and updates all the data. We had chosen, I mean, we had set a call reminder today, so you can see the call reminder here itself, which is available, right? This data is available I mean 1 month prior to today's date. We'll keep the data and everything in the future, but you know, 1 month. So if there is data 1 month prior, we are deleting that data just to keep the application light. Okay, then on the main screen, as you can see, as we had chosen WhatsApp inside, we have also created a choice, I mean, where you can go and choose a type of WhatsApp. So if I click on that, the same window will pop up where you can choose either the personal WhatsApp or the business WhatsApp. I can choose business WhatsApp, so for all the communication henceforth will be done under that. Then under the all leads filter, as you know, we have again given you the filter on the basis of lead status, call status, even shared leads. So if you only want to see the shared leads, this is the shared lead which we saw earlier, so it's here. If I wish to see the call statuses, here are the calls. So now the call status filter, in case you want to do calls on people who haven't answered you at all. So now I can see there are around 26 such leads on whom there is no answer. So if I click on it, here is all the data of customers with no answers. So again, I can just simply choose and, you know, start calling them and, you know, start connecting with them. The same data can be seen here under today's day as well. So here you can see all the different status. If you go to open lead, you can also see that. Okay, again, the same filter is available inside for lead status, I mean under the different lead section. So I can also go in here and see that, you know, under the call status, I want to do calls on those people who are not reachable. So here also you have the same data or inputs that we have given. Okay. Then another element that I would say that we have added is the reset LeadCon. So earlier the refresh LeadCon is now shifted below, and it is now reset LeadCon, which you don't tend to use anymore, because we have literally added a refresh button right from the individual lead to the list. So here on the corner you can see here, this is the refresh lead. The whole the base leads, I could say, can be refreshed from here. If you wish to refresh a certain list, then also we have given you a button here. So here also you have the refresh page, which can be done directly. So all in all, at different places we have created such points so that you can address a problem in case you want to refresh something. There is a new update which has come up. I mean, new leads that have been shared with you, new you could say new updates, or you just want to check out what all new things have happened. You can just simply go and refresh that individual lead list, and it will give you all the updated data. Okay. In this new update, I am happy to announce that we have added offline data sync. The idea is that most of our customers, being in sales, they tend to travel, or there are times when you are on the call, the internet connection tends to go off. And if that case happens, the data was not being updated. Hence, now what we have done is we have added an auto offline sync application, a system into the application, so that you no more miss any data. How does it work? I go to the application. Okay. If you see, you can go to a certain list. But before that, what I'm going to do now is I'm right now connected to the Wi-Fi. So I'm going to shut down the Wi-Fi. Okay. So that there is no internet connection. As a matter of fact, let's put it on the airplane mode. Right. So now the application is on the airplane mode. We are on a lead. I go to update status. I can go and update the data that, data updated for offline, or whatever the note is. I'm just for the purpose of demo, I go to the call reminder. I can choose and set a call reminder that, today at 6 p.m. set reminder. Now when I click on done, it says data saved offline. Okay. So this means that the data is right now already saved. Okay. So I'm going to choose, this is one lead. I go to another lead, okay, of Mr. Amit Patel. I go to update status, go and update another few notes, set a call reminder again for today. The reason I'm doing this is that because this data will then be seen under our today's day once it syncs. Okay, again data is saved offline. If we come back to the main screen, okay, we are on the main screen now. I shut down the airplane mode. As a matter of fact, let's do one thing. I'm gonna kill the application. So I'm going to kill the caller app. Okay. I now turn on the internet connection, the Wi-Fi, and also the data connection. Go to the application. Okay. This sync data we are integrating, or you could say that we are initiating this sync data when you go to a certain lead. So if I go now to a certain lead, just watch carefully. I go to a certain lead and it says offline sync started, please wait. Once the data is synced, it says offline sync start, please finish, and data synced, finished. So once the data is synced, now these two leads will be available for us under the section of today's day. And you can see now here are 3 reminders. The Amit data that we added, the BX, and also the Vijay More. And you can see 6 o'clock and 7:08. So all these data is updated offline. And that's the beauty, that you no more have to worry about whether you are connected to the internet or not. All the data is stored locally and updated real time as soon as you connect to the internet and you're on a lead page. So thank you so much for joining the launch. We are happy to give this new updates which we got to know as a feedback from all of you, all our customers. We look forward to make this system more efficient, more faster, because we believe and we know that sales is the real deal for any organization. When the sales grows, so does the profit grows. And when you have good amount of profit in hand, you can take such decisions which will add up to the growth of the organization, not only of the people who run it, but also all the stakeholders who are involved in an organization. Thank you so much for joining us. There is a new element also that we would like to share soon, and please enjoy this update and do give us a feedback in terms of if you need some more elements into it, some new additions into it. We would be happy to help. Thank you so much.
We are on a mission of turning 5,000 businesses profitable by the end of the year 2021 and would appreciate if you would join and be a part of this mission. We would like to thank our customers, prospects and team members at Ramanora Global who has worked on this new version and made it available for the customers. Thank you for being the part of this launch. Keep selling, keep growing with LeadCon, your sales companion. Thank you.
To make your business online and train your sales executives to get more customers and more leads. What are you waiting for? Contact today your sales and marketing automation expert to grow your business and make profitable. For more details, click on the below link in the description.